And what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Cheap Ludes, and it is time to talk about the market in NBA 2K21 My Team. So, realistically, I held off on doing a market crash video because I anticipated content today, which, as you guys can see, we got absolutely none of outside of these LTE mode takeover cards, which are literally just like old, basically useless or worthless cards that you can grind for if you really have nothing else to do. Like, that's the best way I can describe them. I hate to be cynical in that regard, but I mean, like, how else am I supposed to describe these things? They're trash. We did get a best of my team group 2, which, honestly, dude, I just don't even have any motivation to go for Dr. J anymore. I'm still going to do it, but like my motivation for it's kind of gone. So let's look at the market and see if you can make some MT off some of these guys. We'll start with Moses Malone. If you are one of the rare people who has this card not locked in, you can get 30,000 for him. That's a pretty good price. Leading into next week, the final week of content, stacking MT will be pretty cool. Let's see, Tracy McGrady. You can get about 10K for this possessed Tracy McGrady. There's not many of these out there. Most people either have this set locked in, or they just never got any of the players to begin with. Jared Solinger. Shout out to Jared Solinger. What's he up to now? I don't know. I mean, if you want some quick XP, this is only about 4,000 MT, so it's a pretty cheap way to get some XP here. My phone is just blowing up because the Cubs are blowing up their entire team right now, which I'll talk more about on the MLB channel, Cheaper Ludes. If you haven't gone and checked that out, you should. Magic Johnson, I mean, you can get about 9.5 for him. That's a pretty good price. I'll put mine up for 9,000. I'm never going to use this card, like, ever again for anything in the next, like, week and a half, so I might as well get the 9,000 MT. That way I can at least build, like, my super squad. I got, like, 5 versions of Magic as it is, so it's like, it doesn't really matter. So, yeah, I'll put them up for 945. You know, I definitely go through your collection and sell these cards if you have them, especially if you're not going to do the XP challenge or you don't plan on using them for anything. Wes Unseld, he's probably one of the cheapest options just because everybody has this card. Whether it be through opening the Enshrined packs, free packs, whatever. You can get 2,000 for him if you really want to part ways with him. Anthony Davis, there hasn't really been a change in his amount. It's actually gone down since people were stacking tokens in preparation for this weekend. Paul George has gone up a little bit. I think he was like 6K for a bit. Now he's like 7. So, I mean, if you want to sell him, fine. I'll probably keep this card just because I like the card art. And I will use him for some stuff. That's about it. Scottie Pippen's up a lot. You're not going to get 100K for him, but you might get like, 30, 40. But I mean, if the only other one's 100K, put it up for 90. See if somebody buys it. You know what I mean? Whatever. Karl Anthony Towns' price is about the same as it was. Spud Webb, he's going for about 4K, which he was going for 1,000 earlier, so that's a 3K increase. Alex Caruso. Oh, okay, his price is up a little bit. All right. I have 14, 13K. You know what? I'm going to buy this one for 9K and try to sell them both for like 12. See if that happens. Because, I mean, at that point, I made a couple thousand MT doing that, so whatever. 12K for Alex Caruso is significantly too high. I just feel like I don't think a lot of people have the Warped Reality set locked in. A lot of people just don't have those cards. Realistically, people, if they had Ben Simmons, they probably locked the set in. If they didn't, they just scrapped the whole set, except for like, Bull and stuff like that. But guys like Alex Caruso and like Kyle Korver and stuff, most people just parted ways with them, or just like have them in their collection and don't realize it. What are some other guys? I don't even remember who else was in here, like, that had challenges. I think Tyler Hero. Yeah, Tyler Hero had one. Tyler Hero is actually one of the cards that has gone up in price the most. Maybe it's because he was out here and Rolling Loud, which, by the way, I'm way too old to be talking about Rolling Loud, so that's the only reference of it you're ever going to hear from me. Like, are there, like, dudes who are... Yeah, no, that's a stupid question. Of course there's dudes who are 35 that go to these things. Limited is also causing a few cards to rise, so let's look at some of those. A lot of the diamond cards you might have in your collection might go up in price a bit. Like, this Ion's basically the same as it was before. about 10, 11K. That's what he was going for a few days before the market crash, so not much has changed there. A lot of what this is going to do is just make it so the cards didn't crash like everything else did. You know what I mean? Where's our new Monte Ellis card, by the way? 2K just gave up on content for the last 2 weeks. I don't understand why they did that. It's infuriating. This year, 2K showed themselves as just, like, truly having no vision whatsoever. Like, it's one thing to be money hungry, but, like, if you're money hungry and you put out cool stuff, that's different. But if you're just money hungry and you put out inferior products with inferior themes, that's a whole different scenario. And that's what we've seen with 2K. They've always been this money hungry, but usually they at least mask it with having like cool cards and cool players and like constantly have things coming out. But this season, they're just like, nah. Even last season with all the packs, like it was still season rewind, guys. It wasn't even cool. Why'd you put your Simbular up here for 3,000? Simbular's going for like roughly 20K. I'm going to sell mine. Magic already sold. Cool. Yeah, Simbular, he put it up for 3K. I'm going to turn around and try to sell it for, I don't know, like 19 or something, right? And 17.9. 17.9, yeah. Let's be reasonable here. Other cards that are going up, Justice Winslow. Like, Justice Winslow is like 12K. You're going to run into him a lot in Limited. Probably run into Eddie Curry a few times. Yeah, his price is way up. He's going to like 17K. If you don't plan on using these cards ever again, might as well just sell them. Like, just go part ways with them. I will keep Matt Bonner forever. The Red Mamba goes nowhere. That is for sure. I think Mo Bamba is actually like kind of expensive. Yeah, his price calmed down a little bit, but you can still get 19K for this card, which is like, he's one of the best diamond centers in the game, but he's still like, all things considered, not that tight. So there's like no reason to keep him. What's up with my man T-Mac? Oh, T-Mac's going for a hefty price as well. If you want to part ways with this Tracy McGrady, I'd highly advise doing so. Same with Shaq and Michael Jordan. People are going to try to pick up as many diamonds as possible for this limited run. Everybody wants Kukoc. Okay, see, this is what I don't understand about the player base. Like, Eric Pascal is arguably the best diamond card in this game, but he's only 3K. But then Michael Jordan and T-Mac, who like aren't even that good. I mean, they're good, they're decent for diamond cards, but like they're like 15K. Gerald Green, you can get about. This doesn't make sense either. Gerald Green's better than those guys, and he's like 8K. But then Brogdon's like 10. I don't even understand it. It just doesn't make sense. But if you have any of these mystery guys, you can get a good chunk for some of these dudes too. These are the kind of the last consistent diamonds we got. So. Yeah, Lionel Simmons. Can you get MT for Lionel Simmons? He's one of the better diamonds on next gen. So yeah, you absolutely can get like 8K for him. If you have him, sell him. What about my boy Bob Sura out here? Oh, you can still get 4K for Bob Sura. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to Bob Sura. I think that's about the extent of the usable diamonds, at least as far as I'm concerned. Maybe some of these guys, if you have any of these Moments cards, yeah, you can still get like 10K plus for some of these Moments cards. There's not a single Luka even up, so... If you have any of those Diamond Moments cards, definitely check their value because those were pretty good Diamond cards when they came out. LaMelo Ball, you can still get some value for him as well because his name's LaMelo and because of the Diamond thing. Oh yeah, Big Vladi. Big Vladi you're going to run into pretty frequently. He's one of the better Diamond cards in the game. Luka, even though he plays power forward, you're still going to be able to run into a couple versions of, or you're going to run into him is what I'm saying, but 10K. Boris Diaw honestly might still be better than majority of the diamonds in this game. I might still run him. But I'm running the GOAT Robert Reed, who I'm not looking up right now, but I looked him up right before the video. Robert Reed's going for like, I don't know. I think it was like 15, 16K. But he might have calmed down. So let's talk about the next cards. I haven't even got a chance to really talk about these. Moses Moody. Most of these guys you can get for like basically buyout price, right? Moses Moody's really solid. There's nothing really crazy about him. Like, I can't say, oh, this card is excellent. Like, he's just very, very meh, like solid, you know what I mean? 6'6", pretty nice wingspan at 7 foot. Jumper is Gallo base with release 129 upper, which is the same as like Mikal Bridges and Tyrese Halliburton. So he's got a really solid jump shot. I mean, all these cards are basically cracked out, so I'm not going to talk about their stats and stuff. Jalen Johnson, if you're looking for a 6'9" 2-guard with a 7'2" wingspan, which is beast. Pretty overall good 3-and-D guy. He's got the Michael Jordan release, which is really nice this year with Rudy Gay upper, which is solid. He's a pure 3-and-D cone, essentially, with a pretty solid jump shot. I mean, he can attack the rim and stuff, too. Every card can do everything, but you know what I mean? Then we got Trey Mann. Trey Mann's a 6'5 guard, 6'9 wingspan. Rudy base with Trey Burke upper, which is a really interesting combination. I like it. Then we got steal of the draft, Ao Desanmu, who I'm really stoked the Bulls drafted because, like, God, he's Paul George base, Damian Lillard upper. He's okay. Kispert is a Klay Thompson, like, clone, essentially. Davion Mitchell, like, I'm sure you guys have heard of Kispert a lot at this point. Like, Kispert is a beast. He's like a pure sharpshooter. He's basically Klay Thompson. Mitchell's good. He's basically a Derrick Rose clone. Keon Johnson, pretty solid, 6'6", 7-foot wingspan. Kemba Walker release, which actually isn't bad on him. So, something to think about. Jonathan Kuminga is actually an incredible card. Definitely somebody to look at. I'll talk more about these guys in my upcoming Best Cards Under series. Jalen Green's Jalen Green. He's a little bit on the pricier side. But, I mean, Jalen Green's solid. 6'6", 7-foot wingspan. The Cubs are trading Javier Baez. I want to die. He's basically like Rudy Fernandez, essentially. Evan Mobley is a 7-foot like demon with Tracy McGrady sigs. This dude is incredible. I'm literally getting rid of Kristaps for him. Jalen Suggs is a little bit small at 6'4" with only a 6'6" wingspan, but they did give him like Exum base and Trey Burke upper. Super cash jumpers, straight up. And he's basically discard value. And Cade Cunningham, who Cade Cunningham is essentially, I mean, for lack of a better term, he's basically like another Andre Karolinko. But they gave him Ben Simmons upper, which I'm not a huge fan of. So I would still prefer Andre Karolinko personally. But if you're looking just to play with these guys and you're not trying to play competitively, go pick up the Opal versions and just play with them. Especially if you're doing like offline stuff or just playing the game in general for fun. There's no point in spending, especially in regards to Cade Cunningham, there's no point in spending $300K when you can just go buy this one for like 6.5K and he's 50 Hoff badges, 23 golds. He's still just like super good. So you might as well just go pick him up. Like all these guys definitely have stat issues, but at the same time, like they're fun. Let's highlight some other cards here, like Juwan Howard. I'll talk about him on my upcoming list as well. Like he's basically the closest thing you can get to invincible Bill Russell without grinding through spotlights. Josh Smith is still Josh Smith. He's really good. Greg Oden's okay. I mean, they're all like whatever. Now, as far as the invincible cards go, I have this sneaking suspicion. I wouldn't go spend any MT on any of these guys because we're getting invincible packs next week. It's going to collapse the market for all of these cards. Like, some of these guys have already seen their markets completely collapse in regards to Anthony Edwards specifically is like 40K. I think every one of these cards, except for like Yao Ming, Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard, probably Ben Simmons, Giannis, LeBron, possibly T-Mac, possibly Paul George, all of those guys are going to be buy it now next weekend. Like, are all the guys besides the guys I named. And Kobe, I don't think Kobe will. Magic's already almost a buyout. Most of these invincibles, aside from like, you know, the top 7 of them, Zion's the kind of weird one where I'm not sure if he's going to be a buyout or not. You know what I mean? Zion. LaMelo would be another one that's kind of a toss-up. Havlicek, like all these guys are going to be buy it nows for sure. Derrick Rose, I think, already is. Oscar Robertson already is. Allen Iverson was, but I think he went back over 100K, but he definitely will be. So just don't buy any Invincibles is what I'm saying until this upcoming week, because they're going to drop like 6 super packs, and then they're going to drop the Invincible packs on Friday. That's kind of what I'm getting at here. And obviously we're going to see another Hyperdrive set on Tuesday, I would hope anyway. Hopefully we can get like Monte Ellis or Dan Marley or like any of the guys I've been wanting to see all year. Rex Chapman. I guess we'll see. 2K did give us a locker code today after the disastrous content they gave us. They at least gave us a locker code. It's not the greatest locker code, but I mean, it's a guaranteed dark matter. Granted, none of them are incredibly good, but it's just number 1 draft picks. So I'll leave it up on screen for a second after I type it in. Or number 1 picks draft, or my team. Yeah, that's what it is. Sorry. I'm spacey today. Number 1 picks my team. That's what it is. I don't even know how it's going to work, but I believe it's, Dark Matter Ewing, Anthony Edwards, Terrible Dark Matter Kyrie, Chris Webber, Andrew Wiggins, and Retro Derrick Rose. They couldn't give us Invincible Derrick Rose. No, it had to be Retro. Okay. Yeah, whatever. I just feel like there's other... You could have given us Radioactive Kareem, too. You know? Or, like... I got Anthony Edwards. Sweet. All these cards should be relatively cheap, though, is what my guess is. If you're looking for guys who... Honestly, I would tell you to go pick up Andrew Wiggins, but there's just so many good, like, shooting guard wings at this point that it's like... If you're a Wiggins fan, or you want to build, like, an all-time or, like, current-day Warriors squad or whatever... Then go pick up Wiggins. He's going to be like 9K. All these cards are going to be like 9K. Like, legitimately, they're all going to be super cheap. So if you've wanted any of these cards this year, like, this is the cheapest you're going to be able to get them at. Period. Even Kyrie, yes. Granted, I think Kyrie will be the most expensive. And the reason for that is there's just wasn't, like, any of them before this code. So it's possible his value kind of stays up a little bit just because of his rarity in the first place. But he was an easier card to get, so it's kind of tough to really say. Andrew Wiggins was already kind of cheap, but I have to say for 9K, he's like legitimately one of the best cards you can buy in this game for that price. And he'll definitely be highlighted on the best budget cards list that I'll be dropping tomorrow for sure. I'm also going to be dropping a draft grade video, which I don't do too much regular NBA content on this channel, but I am going to do one. I'm going to pre-record like 6 videos today, so if I sound out of it at all during any of the videos over the next 48 hours, it's because I'm literally pre-recording like 1.5 million videos. I still got a limited tips video. I wanted to do a draft grade video. I was also going to do top 10 under 100K, top 10 budgets. You know what? I didn't get to do packs today. I didn't get to open any packs today. So you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to open one singular pack. I don't even care. Yeah, give me a next deluxe pack. Let's go. Who cares? Haha. Yes. I have no hope because, like, literally only one of these cards is over 100K. Well, Evan Mobley kind of fluctuates, so I guess 2, technically. All right, well, it's not even an Invincible. I don't know who this is. Is this Davion? It is Davion. Davion Mitchell. I don't think I had him. I could have bought him for cheaper than the pack was, but at the same time, at least I didn't have him, so that's positive. As always, it has been your boy Cheap Loots, helping you through your market tips. Well, my market tips to you, I suppose. Check the description for all my stuff, and I'll be back with a bunch of videos this weekend. So, see you guys then. Peace.